Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. So today we are going to be looking at some of the Mali systems. Well, one in particular. We're going to have 3 videos on this, 3 of the different systems based on the Mali systems. And then of course, as usual, we'll film a live roll of all 3 systems exclusively for our patrons to go along with the rest of the exclusive videos we put out for you guys. If you're curious about those, just check the description of the video down below. And then of course, once we finish it up, we're going to stitch all 3 videos together into one longer full video for you guys as well. So for today, we're going to be looking at come bets and the 2 and 3 point Mali system. So as we know, come bets are just a second pass line bet. You're just starting a brand new game. So you've got your pass line bet. We'll say it's $10 minimum bet table. We get a point. Doesn't matter what the point may be. That can't be a point, however. That can't be a point either. This is why I don't shoot when I play. Jesus. 4 numbers so far without a point. There we go. So we set the point as 6. So the player goes ahead and does their odds. They can do whatever odds they want, but more importantly, they put out a come bet. Okay? They put out a come bet. They're basically starting another game. That's all it is, as we've explained in the past. The bet itself is the puck, since we can't have multiple pucks. So once the dice roll next, the bet will travel to whatever point is rolled. That bet itself is now marking the point for that particular bet. So if a 9 were to roll, this would travel into the 9. The 9 is now marked for this bet. Basically, the bet is, again, the puck. All right, so this can never be turned off because this now has a point. Right? So it's a contract bet waiting for win or lose. And of course, the player can go ahead and set whatever odds they may choose to set. Let's say they do double. And then they can place another point out there or another come bet out there. If they do it this way, they're doing what's called a 2-point Mali system, where if they travel, whenever they travel, we'll go ahead and travel to the 8, say 8 rolls. Say again, they do their double odds, and now they stand fast. Right? They stand fast, they chill out, they wait, and hope that these numbers roll. If something gets paid, then they do another bet. Now, if they do a 3-point Mali system, then they'll have another come bet out until that travels as well. They'll put their odds, and then they'll sit back and wait. 2-point Mali has 2 come bets. 3-point Mali has 3. You do not include the pass line of that. Now, strengths and weaknesses of this particular strategy. This is a favored type of strategy amongst the players that are die-hard house edge players. Because the pass line and therefore come bets that are the same bet have the highest house, or not highest, have the best house edge for the player. Some people are very, very die-hard on playing come bets, almost to a dogmatic level. The thing about house edge is all house edge means is that you lose slower. It has 0 bearing on how much you could potentially win on fantastic rolls. All it means is you will lose slower. Now, come bets are great bets. They really, really are. I see people that play these bets all the time. They make really good money. Now, if they catch a hot roll, typically come bettors, whoever's playing, anybody that is playing come bets, typically if we catch, say, a 30, 40-minute roll, or the other day we had an hour and 10-minute roll. That was all kinds of fun as a box, let me tell you. Catch those fantastic rolls. The come better typically is going to land probably in 3rd place as far as how much money they make at the end. Once they color up, they're usually not the one that blows us. In fact, they're never the one that blows us away in how much money they made, but they definitely make significant money. Come bettors, if they catch that great roll, definitely make the money to where they color up and leave afterwards. It's astonishing to me how many players have strategies that they finish up a 40-minute roll and their bankroll looks pathetic. It's higher than their initial starting bankroll, but it's certainly not a level where they look at it and go, oh man, yeah, I'm happy with what I won, and color up and leave. They continue playing and they give it all back. So if your strategy catches a 30, 40-minute roll and you don't make enough to go, man, I'm pretty happy with this, and walk away, don't take this the wrong way, but your strategy sucks. And you definitely want to reevaluate it. Come bets are definitely good enough to make you that screw this, I'm out of here money. So there you go. There you have it. The weaknesses of the come bet. Now again, house edge. House edge. The strength with the house edge lies in the come out roll. After the come out roll, basically after the point has traveled, it now has the same house edge as a place bet would. And that's the thing. When you look at craps is very, very difficult to talk about house edge or to really define house edge. If you go on the Wizards of Odds website, they have a really good table. I think it's Wizards of Odds. They have a really, really good table on house edge where they put two different percentages per bet. The house edge percentage per roll, and the house edge percentage per bet resolution. Because typically for the pass line bet or a come bet, one roll oftentimes is going to be neutral. You're just sitting there. You don't get paid, but you don't lose. You have your 2-to-1 odds of winning within the come bet, 8 ways to win, 4 ways to lose. But then once you travel, or once there's a point marked for a pass line bet, now the house edge, it's house edge to resolution, to a win or a loss. And that's a huge, huge, huge difference and a huge distinction. House edge to bet resolution is a huge distinction. And the thing is, once you have a point marked, once it has traveled, the house edge for this bet now that it has passed the come bet, now that it's passed the come, it now has the exact same house edge as a place bet, which is why we always talk about how place bets are, generally speaking, a stronger strategy, at least for winning large amounts of money. If you've got $30 in action right here, 30 bucks, okay? You've got 20 in odds, $10 in flat bet. So if this player places the 9 for 30, and I actually do know a few players that will not place a number until it has rolled once. It's a pretty interesting strategy, but they don't do it until it has rolled at least once, until it has rolled one time. So it'd be the same as the come better. They may miss out on winning the $10 in here every so often, or losing it less often. But then they place it. So if this were to roll, if a 9 were to roll, come better is off for $40. Place better wins their 42 bucks. So they won $2 more. Come bets start paying off better than place bets for equivalent value risked at about the 10 times odds level. If you don't play 10 or 20 times odds level, you're going to make more money placing the point than you would on a come bet. And the funny thing to me is some people will be die-hard dogmatic about the come bets because of the house edge, and yet if they were to walk up to a table after there is a point established, they're not going to do a pass line bet and odds, they're going to place the point. I see this all the time. So, dogmatic about it, but not going to actually do it themselves. They do acknowledge that there is a point where it makes more sense to place the bet. It's no different up here than it is down there. But again, come bets are excellent bets. They're great bets that can make you a lot of money. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for the coffees. Really appreciate those. And yeah, there we go. You've got the 2- and 3-point Molly systems. We will definitely live roll these out after we have shot the rest of the videos in the series. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you find it interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We'll catch you next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video. And as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that, but the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivinglv@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on t-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.